Yeah.
let's think about it, right? I want to add an analogy here. Do they do playoff MVPs or do they do Eastern Conference Finals MVP and Finals MVP? At this point, who was the best player in the finals? It was Curry, right? Who was
Yeah.
the best player in the semifinals? It was Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it to Curry.
Right.
It's my word to the fam. Yeah, I know it's been hard, but through it all, man, I promise we gon' ball.
Our next topic, LeBron James winning the MVP for Team USA. Now, my question about this, like, do did he deserve to get MVP over Curry, and should they even have been an MVP? Like, who came up with this? Like, what's y'all's thoughts? I said, start with you, Slash.
Man, I'm like kind of I'm like conflicted about this, man. Cause like I want to say no, but then I want to say yeah. The reason why I want to say no is because they trying to force the fact that LeBron is the greatest player of all times on people. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Yep.
reason why I want to
Mm-hmm.
say no to this. Because it's like they made that MVP just to give it to him
Yeah,
type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know, man. But yeah, because I feel like LeBron deserved it because his stats was crazy. He was playing hard as hell. So it's like I'm conflicted about this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, because I'm not a LeBron lover and I ain't a LeBron hater. So I'm just like in the middle about it. You feel me? So I don't really know, bro. I really don't. Mm.
Richie, what you got?
All right. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, right? So, all right, it matters what's more important to you. The guy that got us the gold medal, which is Curry, right? He has 60 points the last two games.
Say it
Yeah.
again. How
Like
many? How many? Say it again.
he has 60 points the last two games.
Okay.
Like
Mm.
dude went off 65% for 3-pointers in those last two games.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about he's the main reason we got gold.
Mhm.
But who led us to that spot from the get? I'm talking from the group stage to that point. You got to say it's LeBron. LeBron was dominant.
Well,
LeBron
okay.
was
Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
no. I was going to say LeBron was dominant up to that point. If you look at the statistics, you know what I mean. What was he like the second leading scorer on the team? Led the team in rebounds and I think point and assists. Like dude was dominant. You got to give him his flowers. Now I agree with Slash, and I agree with you. The MVP thing is stupid. Like they did it for the first time, right? To
Mm-hmm.
give it to LeBron. Let's be honest. He was the flag
Yeah.
bearer for the USA.
Yeah.
They knew damn well that the USA was going to win. I mean, like it was obvious. So why not create the MVP just to give it to him? You know what I mean? So I definitely am in agreement. I personally, I'm a Steph Curry fan. I wanted the Steph to win. I definitely felt like at the end of the day we got gold
I did
because
too,
of
but I'm being
him.
real, bro.
But you know, I mean, you can't take it away from LeBron. LeBron did his thing too, and I mean, without LeBron we won't win. But you can say the same thing without Curry, we don't win either. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Hey,
Okay.
two Ohio boys though. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Two Ohio boys, man.
Oh,
You
Okay.
you're
feel me?
right. Both from Akron too, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
both from Akron.
Okay. Let me take a sip of some water real quick. All right.
Anybody ready to go off?
A lot of LeBron fans are going to hate me for what I'm about to say, but I don't care. Like, I don't hate LeBron. I think LeBron's a phenomenal player for his time and to be able to play, yeah, as long as he's been playing and stuff like that. He's a great player. You can't take nothing away from him. But with this
Absolutely.
particular Olympics, I don't feel like he carried them on his back like they're saying that he did. I felt like LeBron was just in the passenger seat going with the flow. Now, we can't take away his points and, his assists, but what I don't like with any of the player in the league, regardless of they're good, they talk about they're bad as well. LeBron has accounted for 30% of USA's turnovers. LeBron James did get set down because of that. And I kind of feel like LeBron James could have been brought off the bench and that the reason a lot of these teams were in the games is because of his turnovers. LeBron had a lot of now there's forced turnovers and unforced turnovers. The first two games he had 6 turnovers each game apiece. That's 12 turnovers in 2 games. 4 out of
That's a lot.
those 6 were unforced turnovers. Even throwing the ball at the back players' team. I mean, back at teammates' head when they're not ready. You know what I'm saying? And they had to sit him
Yeah.
down. And who brought them back on that game when they were down by 10? KD came in and dropped 15 in the second quarter. He went 8 from 9. You know what I'm saying? Like, take that away. They had
Yeah.
33 points in that second quarter in that game. KD had 15 of it. 15 of it. If you take away KD's 15 points, we got a different story of that game. You see what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
all different players stepped up in different games. So I kind of feel like everybody played a role. You had Bio 18 points against who was it? It was early, but he had 18 points. You had Booker 15 the last one. You know what I'm saying? You had even I think when Tatum got in, I don't know if he dropped 20. I know one game he had some points. So I feel like everybody has played a part or role in USA winning different games. You know what I'm saying? I kind of
Yeah.
feel like AD disappeared. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't want to take nothing against LeBron, but I don't feel like there should for one, it shouldn't have been on MVP. It's like why? It's like they're manufacturing a lot of things for LeBron. And if you look at LeBron's play, his points, he had a kind of stoic type scoring. Like none of his points mattered in times where, oh, we need to come back. You know what I'm saying? It's like LeBron's getting his points. All his points came at the paint. It wasn't like he was hitting 3-pointers like KD did, come in and hitting key points to bring them back. It was like he was just there. They're up. You know what I'm saying? He's getting his points. You know what I'm saying? They go down by one, or he's getting fast break points. All his points really didn't matter in helping the U.S. win, if that makes sense. What I'm saying, and I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying that like I'm not talking bad about him. I'm just saying like when he scored, it was like okay, USA is up, or they was down by one, and he got the ball to score to put them back up by one or something like that. It wasn't like they were spectacular. He coming down, we down by 5. He didn't hit the last 6 points, 2 3-pointers. It was just like he's just going to the hole. He's pushing people around. He's getting his points. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So they wasn't like points that really mattered, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't
Right.
putting USA to the next level or nothing like that. It was just okay. Now's my time. I'm gonna get my points. You see him type situation. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he was just in a passion seat. He was going with the flow with everybody. He just came and did. I don't feel like the team used his momentum to win, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
when he got posted, nobody talking about that, man. Any other player will
Bruh, that
be.
poster, that oh
Um,
my goodness, bro. When dude dunked on him like Vince Carter dunked on that Chinese dude, bro.
and it was bad.
Right. Guy nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah, like nobody's, and you still ain't hearing about that, man. It's like if it was any
Like
other
who is he?
player, you still hear about when LeBron jumped on Terry. Remember that when he dunked on Terry? You still hear about
I never
Yeah.
heard that, Ali.
Chris
The
Paul when he
small
threw the
dude.
lob to DeAndre Jordan. You still hear about that stuff, but this is weeks later. It's not even that old, and you're not hearing about it. You don't see no memes. You don't see anything, man. It's like,
Nothing, because
No, it's
that's the
LeBron,
king, bro.
bro.
You know
It's
what I'm saying?
LeBron,
It's
man.
but,
silly,
but
bro. Like, there's no way in hell. Cause that was that dude's moment. That
the
should have been
moment,
that dude's
man.
moment. He dunked on the king, bro, of the NBA,
That
bro.
was his gold. That was his gold medal. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna tell his kids,
But
"Kid, I dunked on the greatest player for the United
but you
States."
see what my frustration you see what my frustration is with LeBron. Slash, I've been in so many debates about LeBron. I don't actually have a problem with the man himself. It's the fans try to hide
That,
every
that
single
that's
like
that
detractor from this guy. It's
that man. That's the only
like
thing I'm saying, man.
it's
Like.
annoying.
Yeah, and that's the only thing I'm saying. Like, people gonna start talking about we're hating and stuff like that. It's like, no, when somebody don't agree with what you're saying, we're not hating. And when we're bringing up stuff, it's like you guys got to take accountability for that. Yeah, okay, yeah, he got,
Yeah.
he did have turnovers. Yeah, he did this and that. You can't just, oh well, LeBron doing this. You know what I'm saying? You got to take the good with the bad as
Bruh.
well. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh,
So
I've been saying this for the past 2 weeks, cuz somewhere down the line, keeping it real and speaking your truth then became hating.
yeah, it really has.
Keeping it real has
This
became
generation.
hating. I don't know
This gen-
how or when it changed to that, but it has became hating to speak your mind and be real, bro. And
Yeah,
it's stupid.
yeah, I had a comment. We had a comment guy was talking about we weren't qualified to do this and that, and And I
Who cares if we not qualified? We fans. We doing this
yeah,
for the people. This show is for the
and
people.
we're
So,
The
getting
everyday
and,
people.
and one thing I want to add to that too is like we're not biased. We're not boys with the players in the NBA. Like you know how these guys have their own podcast.
yeah,
They're like always trying to
Yeah.
like sugarcoat stuff.
yeah,
We don't have that sugarcoating with them because we're not close to any of them. So we're gonna speak the truth.
yeah,
Like you know what I'm saying. We're gonna
Exactly.
right,
The
see.
exact
We're gonna
truth.
talk about what we watch and we're gonna say what we feel. And it's like
exactly.
I feel like our opinion matters just as much, if not more, because we're not biased when we speak. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
you know what I
that's the
mean.
Exactly.
difference.
We're not going
You
with these.
couldn't say it no better than that, bro.
Right. And we're not
Yeah.
going with these narratives. We just saying, like I said, we watch and we give our opinion just like y'all give opinion, but we're hating. You're hating on us. You know what I'm saying? I say you're hating
Exactly.
on what we say.
Exactly.
So
You
we
feel
both
me?
hate. You hating on me and I'm hating. So you hating, you know what I mean, to
Hmm.
tell them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But anything else you want to add on that? Like, I mean, but back to the whole question about the MVP. I do kind of feel like if there was the MVP, it could have went to Curry. It should have went to Curry. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like he got the points that matter. You see what I'm saying?
100%.
Like there's no big argument. And then another one last thing when about LeBron, like I was watching Sports Center earlier and they was talking about the top shots in the top shots ever. One of them was with Kyrie when he hit the shot against Golden State. And it's like, okay, if this is his moment, why do you have to bring up LeBron about it? LeBron did this and it's like you don't have to do that. We know, it's just like, they're pushing everything on, LeBron. And I don't think it's kind of fair to LeBron, like that he was put in this type of situation. And, I don't know what he's done. I mean,
He wants it though. He wants it. He wants to be in that
yeah, but
situation. Don't feel bad for him.
I'll be glad when he retired for one point because what they're doing with LeBron is
We still
bad
got like
for,
5 years of this shit because
and
them
Bro, yeah,
motherfuckers
he's
not
not
gonna think
retiring anytime
about
soon.
it.
He's gonna wait for his other son to get
And,
to
that, and
just
that's and
watch.
that's the
I'm
thing.
guaranteed.
Like it's like like too much favoritism is bad for the game because it's causing people that
100%.
hate the sport and hate this man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like two brothers. You know what I'm saying? A family member is favoring this brother more than this. They're going to start developing hate, and that's what's going on. Like
Yeah.
people are tired of this, and people are tired of
Yeah.
like this
I
manufactured.
definitely agree with
And
that.
it's like it's real tiring. And I'm like, it's time. For LeBron, like it's time for LeBron to really start windowing down. I understand why they're still.
Even Vegeta agrees with that.
Right, right. Well, it shouldn't have been no. To me, it shouldn't have been no MVP. But if they did, they should have gave it to the right person for the right
They
reason.
made
Let's
it
think.
for
Let's
LeBron, bro. They
let, let,
made
let's
it for
think about it,
LeBron.
right? I want to add an analogy here. Do they do playoff MVPs or do they do Eastern Conference Finals MVP and Finals MVP? At this point, who was the best player in the finals? It was Curry, right? Who was
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
best player in the semifinals? It was Curry.
yeah,
Yeah.
Give it to Curry.
right,
17 3-pointers, 65% last two games.
yeah.
Like, come on.
And like and like I said, LeBron 66% from the field in the tournament, but all his points were at the rim. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't really points that mattered. I'm gonna put the team on my back. I'm gonna go out, hit these. It was just barrel, put my shoulder down, knock you out the way, and get points. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like stat padding. You know what I mean? If you ask me, you know what I mean?
That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, we can go back, we can analyze this all day, like talk about it. People are going to say this and that. He did this and that, but look at how he got his points, and look at if those points matter in clutch
Hmm.
situations. There was no clutch shots. I think he did hit 1 3, and I think it put them up, but he's like one, maybe two for. He's not. He didn't hit any real jumpers. His points didn't really matter in clutch situations.
It's my word to the fam. Yeah, I know it's been hard, but through it all, man, I promise we gon' ball.